Hi all, in this video we will see an overview of Informatica Power Center Designer. As we know, Informatica is a powerful ETL tool to load data from one source system to another systems. So in Power Center Designer we do few transformations or apply few logics based on our requirement to our source data. So we apply these transformations to get the data in our required form. So we'll see the Power Center Designer overview in this video. Here, this is the Informatica Power Center Designer. Designer is used to create mappings that contain transformations instructions for the integration service. So, and in Designer we have few panes. Here this is the source analyzer pane. This is used to create the sources. Means we can import the sources from different databases or source systems. Even we can create the sources for flat files. And the next one is target designer. It imports or creates a target definitions. So in target designer, here these are nothing but target definitions. Means directly we can copy this into our required mappings to load the data into these target definitions. These are nothing but any table or plot files. And transformation developer. Using this pane, we can develop the transformations to use in our mappings. We can also develop user-defined functions in these expression transformations. So here this is a transformation developer. Here we didn't create any transformations. Using here import from procedure, external procedure or create, we can create our required transformation by selecting the transformation from here from the list. And maplet designer. So maplet is nothing but it contains some set of transformations. We can use the maplet in our regular mappings. In general, maplets are nothing but reusable components. Here this is a maplet designer pane. We can create a maplet and we can use that maplet in any number of mappings. So maplet is nothing but it is a combination of multiple transformations and it will perform some specific task. And mapping designer, we will use this pane to create a complete mapping. Means it includes the complete source definitions and target definitions and the developer transformations. And this pane will use by the integration service to extract, transform that and load the data. And designer panes. In designer we have few panes. One is navigator pane. Here navigator panes is nothing but we use this pane to connect to the repositories and folders. And in this pane we can also copy objects and create a shortcut. We can export and import the components. Here this is a navigation pane. In this we can see that our created sources, targets and mappings. We can export these objects. We can copy and paste these objects. And workspace. As shown in this image, workspace is nothing but it is a pane to create the transformations or mappings. And next one is output window. As shown in this image, it is used to view the details about the tasks that we perform, such as saving our tasks or saving our work. And next one is status bar. It displays the status of our operations that we perform. And next one is the sources and targets. In Informatica Power Center Designer, we can access different kind of data sources in Informatica Power Center, and we can process the data into the different target systems. In Informatica we have, using Informatica we can import or we can get the data from PeopleSoft, Salesforce and different kind of databases and also from the files. If you go to the source analyzer, we can get the tab sources. If you go to this, we can see the import from the database, means we can use the sources as a table from any database, and also we can use the sources as plot files, and import from COBOL file and XML definition. And here is from PeopleSoft, Power Exchange and Salesforce.com. Here these are the different sources. These we can use in our Informatica. And also in similar way the targets. If you go to the target pane, here we can use the same as the sources. And next one is transformations. In Informatica, to apply our logic on the specific data, we use transformations. Transformation is nothing but it is used to transform the data from we can transform the data one position to another position. Here a transformation is nothing but it is a repository object that generates or modifies or processes the data, and we can apply our complete logic in the transformations. And in Informatica we have more number of transformations to perform each and every specific task. And data passes into and out of the transformations to ports that will link in a mapping and are mapped. So if you look into the mapping, so these are nothing but ports. So this is a one transformation to another transformation. Data is flowing through ports, means here suppose in this example we are passing department number from aggregate transformation to target transformation. So here passing the data using a transformation port. This is the port. And in Informatica we have two types of transformations. One is active transformation and another one is passive transformation. Here active transformation is nothing but it can change the number of flows that passes through it, means the input number of flows may differ from the output number of flows which are passing through a transformation. And passive transformation is nothing but it doesn't change any number of flows, means the input and output of the transformation will be the same. And we have different transformations like connected transformation and unconnected transformation. So connected transformation is nothing but it is directly physically connected to the data flow, and unconnected transformation is not connected to other transformations in the mapping, means it is called within another transformation and it returns a value to that transformation, just like it acts as a function. So when we call it, it returns a value and our transformation uses that value. And these are the specific things to include our user transformation in our mapping. So first thing is to create a transformation and configure the transformation as per our requirement, and link the transformation to other transformations and the target definition. So in this example, this is like aggregator transformations. So we can get this transformation from the transformations create by selecting the aggregator and giving the name, and we can change these properties as we required, means we can change the group by property or any other given properties. And here we have mapping designer, transformation developer and mapped designer. As we discussed, this is the mapping design, transformation developer, mapped designer and mapping designer. Just now we discussed these three pane functionality. And in Informatica designer we have these are the transformations. Here I will go through the one by one crisply. First one is aggregator transformation. We use this to grouping the components, like in our SQL server we perform the group by operations. So to perform that kind of operations in Informatica we use aggregator transformation. And expression transformation, to use various expressions like date conversions or character conversions. And filter transformation, to filter out the data using a single condition, and joiner to make joins between separate databases, files, ODBC sources, anything, and lookup. It is nothing but a local copy of the data. And normalizer, it is used to denormalize the data into normalized data. And rank, to select only specific top ranked data. And sequence generator, it is used to generate the unique IDs for the target tables. And source qualifier, this is our source in our, it is the source in our regular mappings. To filter sources, SQL select distinct join operations. Means in source qualifier transformation we can use override SQL query, and we can use that, you can use the query using distinct operations and using a join condition. And store procedure transformation, to run store procedures in the database and they capture the return values. Update strategy, to flag records in target for insert, delete or update. And router, it is same as a filter, but we can use multiple conditions in router transformation. However, in filter we can use a single condition. And Java transformation, it provides a simple native programming interface to define the transformation functionality. In this we use a Java programming language. And reusable transformation is a transformation that can be used in multiple mappings. And here is a table, it distinguishes active and passive transformations. Here in our Informatica we have filter, router, update strategy, aggregator, sorter, rank, joiner, normalizer, lookup. These are the active transformations. And sequence generator, store procedure, expression, maplets, and XML source qualifier transformation. These are the passive transformations. And aggregator transformations. In our Informatica, aggregator is an active transformation. Aggregator transformation allow us to perform aggregator calculations such as average, maximum, minimum, sum. And it is unlike an expression transformation, means in aggregator we can perform the group by operations, whereas in expression transformation is limits to perform calculations on a row by row basis only. And in aggregator transformation we can use conditional classes to filter rows, provide more flexibility than SQL language. The integration service performs aggregator calculation as it reads and stores necessary data, group and row data in aggregate caching. And components of the aggregator transformations. Here in post tab we can see, here we can give the expression, means we can give a condition like group by, max, minimum, count, aggregate functions. Here we can include the columns that we want to include under group by. In properties we can select the sorted input. Here if we check out this, it assumes that the input to this transformation is already sorted. And here aggregate data cache size and index size. And aggregate expressions. An aggregate expression can include the conditional classes and non-aggregate functions. It can also include one aggregate function nested within another, means like max of count of items. This is nothing but a column field. And these are the few aggregator functions: average, count, first, last, median, max, mean, standard deviation, percentile, sum, variance. And conditional class, we use this to evaluate a condition based on a single statement that is true or false. And aggregator function will also handle null values. We can configure the integration service, like we can choose how we want the integration service to handle null values in aggregate functions. We can choose to treat null values in aggregate function as null or 0. By default, the integration service treats null values as null in aggregate functions. In next video we will see how to create an aggregator transformation. Thank you.